homes. The top charger was running back Austin Eckler, who came in at number 21.
So the market for lab-grown diamonds is exploding this wedding season, but some say these synthetic stones quickly lose their value. So this is the debate. Experts say lab-grown diamonds cost 1/5 to 1/7 of the cost of a traditional diamond. According to the Knot, the popularity, though, of these lab-grown diamonds has doubled in the last 2 years. The diamonds are visually and chemically the same, but Olivia Lando says there are some key differences. Her custom jewelry company comes from forever, no matter where the diamond comes from.
They are pretty to look at, aren't they?
You can't tell if mine are fake or real. I'm good. They sparkle. Kcal News Mornings at 9 starts right now.
Thousands of LA City workers hit the picket lines today. How will the strike impact services across the city? We'll have a live report.
Trying to curb gun violence in LA County, the Board of Supervisors are making big moves today. What the members are proposing.
Actor Chris Noth speaking out for the first time about his sexual assault allegations. We'll tell you what he's admitting to and what he's denying.
It is sunny and quiet this morning, but a couple mornings from now, we may be dealing with rain that may impact the kids' trek to school. I'll update your forecast.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Wow, look at that shot, huh? It's just some wind blowing around and some fog there. 67 degrees right now. It's 9 o'clock on the dot. Good morning. You're watching Kcal News Mornings at 9. Today is Tuesday, August 8th. I'm Rudibe Shabazi.
And I'm Jasmine Veal, and for Jamie Yukas, thank you for joining us. Paul Diano, Kalina Strinos, they're here to bring your weather, your traffic, and we're going to start with you because it's been a doozy out there on
I
the
like
roads.
the sound effect too.
Just for you.
It makes it less painful. It has been a mess throughout the morning, but we finally have some relief. A lot of our crashes cleared. So let's look at the conditions at the current moment. This is one of the only problems we have in lanes right now. Everything else pretty much on the shoulder or just entirely off the freeway. Fast track lanes are blocked off here. Westbound 91 at the 71. The motorcycle is involved in this one, and that is now causing a backup from before the 15. So pretty much out of Riverside, say so through Corona on into Orange County. Here are your travel times. So between the 15 and the 55 on the 91, that's a 42-minute commute. We also have traffic still on the 15 south through the Cajon Pass. It's 34 minutes as you head right around the 138. Now, LA as a whole, we had that big problem on the 101 where all lanes were blocked. That's now been lifted for about the past 45 minutes or so, but we still have some traffic in the southbound direction. But here's a look at the 210. Look at how nice it is. 210 east and westbound wide open right now. We do have some slowing though the closer you get to Pasadena, but overall it's not too bad. And here's a look at Orange County, the 405 south coming off the 22. That's pretty much slowed to the 73. And then the 5 south has pockets of slowing between Anaheim and Santa Ana. All right, Paul, I really liked my camera on the 210. It was nice and sunny out there.
And the sound effects, toss the weather. We'll do that as well. Just a little visual cue. We're going to something else, or audio cue. Van Nuys, what a beautiful morning you are having. 73 degrees. The dew point's down. It's not as humid today in the San Fernando Valley. The dew point is 56. Plan on lots of sunshine. Temperatures very close to average today. Ontario, you are warming up, but you're only going to warm up back to average, which is the low to mid 90s. It is currently 79 degrees. Your dew point is down as well. Weather headlines. Another winter today. It's a beautiful day, perhaps the most comfortable afternoon we have had in the past 3, 4, or 5 weeks with temperatures close to normal. Rain chance, though. Yeah, a rain chance in August is increasing for this week. It was 20 or 30%. I'm bumping up to about 40 or 50% chance that Thursday morning you wake up to some rainfall, which could mean a soggy start to school for some districts. The first day of school on Thursday may be a bit soggy. Certainly not in the Inland Empire today. Sunshine across the board and not hitting the 90s until 1 o'clock this afternoon. High temperatures today. Camarillo, good morning to you, 78. Pasadena, flip those numbers around to 87. Claremont, 87. Hemet, 89. Palmdale, your high today, a sunny, windy 95 and low to mid 80s in and around downtown Los Angeles. But There's a rain chance, an August rain chance in Southern California. I'll explain what's heading our way and how long that rain chance lasts. That's coming up in my forecast in about 8 minutes. Back to you.
Okay, Paul, thank you. SoCal's hot labor summer continues, and now LA City workers have walked off the job.
Members of SEIU 721 are striking for the very first time in 40 years against what they say are unfair labor practices. Kcal News reporter Carl Finstrom sees live with workers in downtown LA.
And Jasmine, it is festive out here. Take a look. You can see all the folks who are picketing. You can also hear all the music behind me as they set up a stage. The mayor says the city will not be shut down by all of this picketing, but there will be some disruptions. Workers using the one-day strike to protest what the union calls a refusal to bargain in good faith. Employees say they are being overworked and underpaid.
Inflation, everything has gone up. Go to the grocery store. I don't qualify for certain other programs that are free because we work. It's not fair. We work, but we're struggling. It's hard.